Oh.
Did you see that?
I mean, is there anything really more fun though than like getting on a loaded up bike and like cruising down single track and like gravel roads?
Yeah,
way more fun than hiking.
Yeah, because I mean, if the fishing sucks, at least you get that.
You're getting
you know,
right
yeah, you get a ride in. And
yeah,
I think it's the best way to do it.
I think it was probably around the end of summertime when Asher hit me up about going down south and going bike fishing, which I'm always down for, but it was nice to have one more bike fishing trip to look forward to for the year. Jason FITZGIBBON is a wildlife biologist. Lars has done a fair amount of bikepacking and seems like he's always down for trips like this. Nat's a metalsmith in Salt Lake City. Originally, the plan was to go up, explore a bunch of different lakes by bike on sort of the plateau.
It's an area that reaches upwards of 10 to 11,000 feet in elevation. So in the middle of October, it's kind of a gamble with the weather conditions. Decided we were going to drive closer to that area when we got into some pretty heavy blizzards and snow was just accumulating quickly.
Lars suggested there's like a bunch of other zones we could hit.
You have these high alpine mountains, high elevations, but it's surrounded by this deserty environment where the water actually flows down into and is a good source of life for not only all the other animals out there, but also trout.
You're going basically from these subalpine fir habitats and forests down into these juniper, pinyon, scrubby woodlands that are, bordering on the edge of desert habitats.
Day 2, did a little recon this morning on this creek, and it's a pretty fun little trail that we're gonna ride down as far as we can take and set up camp. It looks like it's gonna be a really fun time and it's gonna work out.
And the stream was down in this little notch. Every now and then along the trail, you could peek over a shoulder of it and look down in, and it was in this little slot cut down through the sandstone. This clear and cold little stream with this riffled sandy bottom. At some points you had, it was maybe 10 feet wide, super shady with these, 30-foot cliffs on either side of you.
My lips were probably starting to turn a little blue and I was shivering, but I was catching so many fish that I didn't want to stop.
The bug life seemed abundant, the fish seemed healthy, and it was kind of crazy to just see how many of these little brown trout were just scattered throughout this little creek.
I do kind of think that one of the cool things about bike fishing is that it sort of forces you to simplify the fishing stuff that you bring.
When you're bikepacking, you are forced to take a good look at your gear. You think more about what's actually important. You fit it on your bike and you go, and then you make it work with whatever you have.
You don't need as much stuff as you maybe think you need or want when you're fishing regularly.
We got the bike pack down in Grand Staircase. Very, very unique landscape. As a wildlife ecologist and botanist, it was surprisingly interesting to me. Just it alone holds over 80% of the floral diversity in the state of Utah.
It was epic. The fish were happy, getting the snow run off from the mountains. That was pretty fun.
We had just got done fishing nonstop for a couple days, but so we had stopped at this fly shop early on, and he had told us about this other area with really good fish and some good brook trout in it. You know, even though we had wrapped up this trip, we'd done everything we needed to do. It was like, we still have some time. Let's go catch some more fish.
Drove up this canyon and found this really cool stream, and yeah, we're fishing in a completely different environment.
It's a nice little stretch of stream that's pretty high up there, 8,000 to 9,000 feet. Aspen trees and a lot of fir and spruce and things like that around. I've never seen so many brickies balled up in such a small stream. Within the first couple of casts, you can get a fish on. It was hilariously fun.
I think I really like how it works out. It's like an awesome combination of fishing and biking.
Bikepacking and fishing in there is something I thought I would, it never even crossed my mind that was an option. That's a place that is very special.